品は俺が守ってみせる。
マキがあんたに渡してって。
やらなければいけないんだ。俺がこの世界に生きる人間として。
Alright everybody, we're going to be taking a look here at the new STR-LR Future Gohan here in the ZAMASU Red Zone fight. So here we go. I have only done, well, I've done a few attempts in here, you know, those are all up on the channel at this point, but I haven't sat down to actually do, like, individual character showcases yet, because there were a few I wanted to get out of the way first. Now, we are able to go ahead and start, or I am able to go ahead and start hopping in here. Now, the question is, how do I actually want to start? I would like to get all of this STR key with Gohan, but I'm not sure what exactly I want to do. Because I kind of want to float off this guy. I know that sounds crazy, because this is his showcase, and this is like a really good rotation for him like this, but I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I think we're going to leave it just like this. But I want to get a stack with Trunks is the only thing. So I guess I'm going to grab this green key sphere right here. Gohan gets an additional super attack with 20 key. At 18 key, he gets an additional attack that is a 50% chance to be a super attack. So, you know, that's better than nothing, but we're going to potentially miss out on a build-up. He builds up in his passive. He builds up 50% attack and defense. If we go ahead and look up right here. Or, I'm sorry, he builds up 100%, right? Yeah, he builds up 100% attack and defense right up here in his passive with each attack that he does. So we want to try to get as many attacks as possible. And if you can get the 2 additionals from his passive, you know, that obviously helps. But for now, what we're going to do is just grab this right here for Trunks. Trunks only needs an 18 key. We actually got pretty good luck with the AoE placement. It's in the middle, so we can get attacks in for both of these guys. So they shouldn't take any damage from the AoE. Zamasu will take like 120k here. But remember, he will heal us 20% HP at the end of turns, so our opening rotations aren't the worst, but they're definitely not the best ever. Let's see. So Gohan starts out here with a 3... Well, I don't know how much damage he did, but well, I don't know what his attack stat was. I missed that. But he did 3 million damage. Now, this super attack will not hurt us. He has 80% damage reduction here and defense. Yeah, double digits. Very, very simple. Sorry. Let me focus up here. My commentary is just kind of all over the place at the moment. Let me drink some water, recuperate, and then we'll hop back in. You know, Trunks is here. He's doing some stuff. Zamasu will take some damage on this turn, but again, we're going to heal, so. Okay, there we go. Nice and moisturized now. You know, we can talk and think about things. Trunks is doing a lot of damage here. That is good for us. I kind of want to get, if you can, I think the best way to utilize this Trunks is if you can get him turn 1 in this fight, and then if you can make it to turn 3 and like still be in his physical Trunks state, going into to where like you get another rotation out of him in the int stage. Oof, that was a lot of damage. Sorry, my brain is all over the place. You want to get him in turn 1, and then you want to make sure that Int Zamasu survives until at least turn 3. That way, Trunks can go into his standby against the physical phase. Or, like, that way, as soon as you get to the physical phase against Trunks, you can stand by with him. Because he can stand by starting on his 5th turn. So if you get him in turn 1, he can stand by on turn 5. So if you can kind of linger in this int phase a little bit, that's actually really beneficial for you. So anyway, let's go ahead and do this. We'll keep these guys in slot 1. I would like to get these orbs with Gohan to heal, but it wouldn't give us that much healing. Let's go ahead and grab these tech orbs right here with him, and then we can grab the physical orbs. We'll grab these. Well, I guess we don't need to. Let's actually save the physical orbs for next turn. We'll have Trunks, so let's grab this Int Key Sphere. And, you know, they'll still get a super attack. They get, like, 6 key or something when facing an extreme class enemy. So as long as we don't eat a super here on this turn, on the Blue Goku and Vegeta, or Gowasu and Zamasu, we should be fine here. Alright, yeah, he takes a little bit of damage before he super attacks, but after he super attacks for the first 5 turns, he has 80% damage reduction and really high defense because, you know, he's building up from his passive, he has defense on his super attack effects. This Gohan is very tanky post-super attack, so that is a nice strength for us. In slot 1 here, we do have a 50% chance to dodge with the blue Goku and Vegeta, so if Zamasu wants to super us right here, hopefully we dodge it right here. Yep, there it is. Alright, he's at a 5 million attack stat starting out here. We are getting defensive support from Gowasu and Zamasu. They can be a decent option for this fight just because they have type advantage in this first phase. So the AoE, even if it hits them, or like the normal attacks, if it hits them, like they're not going to do like crushing damage to us. So that's really nice. And then another thing, obviously they dodge. But whenever you get to the physical phase, this guy doesn't attack as much, or at least I'm pretty sure he doesn't. So it's easier to hide them. You know, I've had a lot of turns where, like, the physical Zamasu is just not attacking in slot 3. And you can kind of hide them. And usually you can get out of that tech phase, or you can get out of that physical phase pretty quickly once you get to it. Generally speaking, you're not going to be in it longer than maybe 2 or 3 rotations. So you can really hide Gowasu and Zamasu at that point. Alright, sorry about that. I don't know what it is, but like I sit down to record videos and I start talking and I just get like the worst like acid reflux. Like I don't know what the issue is. Alright, so we can do this. We'll leave Gohan in slot 1. If he took a super attack, it would do some pretty significant damage to us because again, all he has right here is 60% damage reduction and, you know, 240k defense. I mean, that's pretty good, but it's definitely not the best we could do. Zamasu might take a little bit of damage as well from the AoE because we are not, we don't have big bad bosses activated here. So he might take like 70k at the most here. Oh, he just dodges it. That's really good. Actually, this entire rotation here is built with dodge as their main hidden potential buff. I think Gohan has about 20, Trunks has 25, and Zamasu, I believe, also has 20, I think. So that's how I think you want to build all of these characters, Gohan especially. Gohan is a character who already has built-in additionals. Once his domain goes up, he already has built-in crits, so he really doesn't need, like, either of those things because he already has them in his passive. And then, you know, Zamasu has the same thing. He has a 50% chance to crit baseline. He already has a built-in additional if he takes an attack first, so typically that's not really an issue for him. I think what I'm going to do here is put Gohan in slot 1 and float off... Do I want to float off these guys? I don't know if I leave them on rotation, I don't know if we'll be able to fuse next turn, because I don't think we're going to take much damage next turn between the two, between Trunks' standby, the Gohan and Gowasu and Zamasu giving support. I don't know if we're going to take much damage next turn. We could potentially take a lot of damage this turn. I think the smartest play would be to do this. I can't get a stack with them, though, if I do that. Interesting. I mean, definitely we're leaving this guy on rotation, but the question is, do I put him like this? Do I do this? Because AGL Zamasu is only going to get 1 stack here. He has 1 stack up to this point, right? So if I do 244,708 divided by 1.3, and then I multiply that by 1.5... So he's only going to be at about 300k defense here with 50% damage reduction. How hard does this Zamasu hit? Okay, so... yeah, let's do this. No, let's do this. They're not going to be able to get a stack up, but we'll grab these STR key spheres that'll heal us a little bit. I would like to leave this guy on rotation to get big bad bosses with the Tech Zamasu, but I think we're just going to have to run like this. So, here we go. Hopefully, if there's a super attack, these guys can just dodge it here in slot 1. If it's in slot 2, yeah, please dodge this, buddies. You know, 50% chance. There we go. Perfect. Also, one thing, I've talked about this a little bit, but I really like how we have this phase here against Zamasu. Or, I'm sorry, we open up the fight against, like, the 2022 Zamasu. Like, he has these really nice animations. And then, And then we end the fight against the 1945 Zamasu. like we have to go dig this guy out of the Disney like vault, you know. You notice how the blue boys, the blue Goku and Vegeta took 100k damage there post super attack. That is wild. This guy does get a 30% attack raise on his super. So like, what is that? Post super, this guy's doing like 900k normals or something insane, or higher. Like that's ridiculous. It's actually insane how much damage this guy does post super attack. That's wild. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't leave Zamasu on rotation here. This is going to be a great rotation for us. We have, you know, Gohan's domain activated. Oh, very nice. Only one attack at the end. Look at all this stuff that we can do. Okay. Let me make sure. Yeah, those are off. So we're going to play... Actually, let's just skip this. Let's just do that. Hopefully he doesn't change the physical orbs. Oh, that's perfect. Wow. Okay, so we can grab... Oh, do I even... I've been in this situation before. If I heal, we won't be able to fuse next turn. But there's a potential chance that we can just kill Zamasu next turn before that's an issue. So I'm going to take the risk that we're just going to kill Zamasu before the blue boys can get us killed next turn. So we're just going to grab these orbs. That's going to heal us. And we are just outside the range for, you know, the active skill. So let's go ahead and play Gohan's, and by the active skill I mean the Vegito fusion. Let's go ahead and Gohan's active skill. Okay, there we go. So what that does is it gets us a permanent 5 key and 20% defense for the rest of battle. So notice how with Zamasu's support on this rotation, we're up to 522,000 defense with 60% damage reduction before we even attack. This guy is not going to take damage. Also, at 24 key, he gives himself guaranteed crits. And this team has 800,000 HP, by the way, if you didn't notice that. So hopefully if there's a super attack, it's on Trunks or Gohan here. They would be able to tank it the best. Trunks here in slot 1 has a million additionals. He gets, what is it? He gets 50% damage reduction and guard in slot 1. One of those things is tied to slot 1. The other one he just gets. I think the guard is tied to slot 1. I can't remember, though. I think it's the guard. He gets guard in slot 1 and 50% damage reduction just, like, wherever. So this guy is incredibly powerful. He does a million attacks, and it looks like we're just going to be able to KO here with Gohan, honestly. Gohan at bare minimum is going to double super on this turn, both of which are going to be crits, and then he has a normal that has a 50% chance to be a super attack, that again is a guaranteed crit, and then with all of those additionals, we have a pretty good chance to roll our hidden potential as well. So yeah, we're just going to kill this guy right here. Very easy showcase here of Gohan. I mean, he basically just fodderized this fight here. Trunks looked good as well. You know, this is actually, you know, we were able to make things work with Trunks here, so... Very nice. Both of these units look great here. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a dedicated video for just Trunks in this fight, but I haven't decided yet. So anyway, there we go. That was future Gohan in this fight. I mean, he looked fantastic. Wow, he looked really good. The claims that he is maybe the best unit in the game, like you look at that and what he just did to this fight, and you look at what a lot of other really top tier units are doing in this fight. Like, previously, I had the GT Duo as the #1 unit in the game coming out of the 8th anniversary for me. And you take them into this fight, and there's AoEs, and they take, like, 350k damage before they can super attack. You know, you bring Bulma into here, and she can take some damage, depending on the team. And just when, you know, but after she super attacks, she's fine. It's the same thing. But yeah, anyway, no, I mean, you look at what Gohan did here, and he looked really good. So, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.